I'm Chad, your Squarebody Stuff. Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you can tell, we're back at the drag strip. We're back at Rogersville at Ozark Raceway Park, Rogersville, Missouri. We got Shellman with me. We got the turtle. We've got Squeaky. Of course, old Maxine drug us up here. We're gonna try to make a better number this time. I didn't get any video of the changes we made to Squeaky because I was just in the mood to just kind of work on him, and I didn't have a whole lot of time. And if you're trying to film something, it always takes twice as long, and I didn't have enough time, so I didn't get any video of it. But what we did was we put some 410 gears in the back of this. We had 488s, and the whole deal is at the end of the track, didn't have enough RPM to just run it out in third, and if I shifted into fourth, I mean, it really didn't do any good because it was just actually getting into fourth and going before we crossed the beam. So we're kind of stuck at about 75 miles an hour. So I had 410 gears. That's what this rear end had in it originally. So there didn't have to re-shim it, didn't really have to check a whole lot. So it was kind of a down and dirty, swap it out. Got that done. Haven't even really drove it yet. This will be our first pass. I'm just going to make sure everything's okay with that. It's hot, it's humid, it's what, 97 degrees. The DA is like the highest I've seen it so far this year, like 43,000 or 4,300 feet. So it's gonna be nasty for a while, but they're leaving the track open a little bit longer. Previously they were closing out 8. They're staying open till 10 o'clock tonight, so we'll get some decent, hopefully some decent time when the sun goes down, the track cools off, the air cools off, get a little cleaner. So, but what our goal is, if you haven't been following, is we're right at the 9.0 mark. We actually made a 8.97 last time at the track. That is actually a personal best on motor with this truck, and our personal best with nitrous, with the original 305 and 250 shot nitrous, is like an 860 something. So my goal is I'm going to try to get this thing on motor to beat that personal best before we even turn on the nitrous, and then it'll give me some time to kind of get the truck figured out. I got some suspension stuff I want to do to it. Nothing real fancy, but just a few things to the back. But I'm trying to get things sorted out step by step. I don't have a lot of time to do all this stuff, so yeah, it's a little bit of a process, but dragging you guys along with me. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm gonna get Shellman the camera, and we're gonna go get teched in and wait for the track to go hot. It's set at 7, so it hadn't worked yet. I got to work one time. I was just messing around with it and had it set like 2,000 RPM, and it started working. All right, we're all teched in, and let's make a drive down the return road and back just to make sure I didn't have any noise in my rear end. So I guess the track is getting ready to go hot. They got the first car, actually second car going down, so we'll get suited up and I'll make the first pass, just kind of a shakedown, get the feel of it again, get that out of the way, and feel out the new gears, see what there's gonna be like, check my AFRs. I'm not worried about, I might make try to make a decent launch, but just to see how it feels there. AFR should be fine. We're about the same as we was last time we was at the track. Should be all right there, but we might have to make a jet change when it cools off this evening, but we'll see when we get there. I was going to put a fresh set of plugs in, but I forgot my plugs. Oh well, I think they'll be all right. Uh-oh, that didn't sound good. The other thing I changed on this since last time we was here is my shifter knob. I put a piece of hockey tape, a couple rounds of hockey tape around it to give it a little bit of traction, because I was having issues with my hand slipping off of it, and even with the glove on, it was still just a little bit slick. I love the shifter knob. I'm not giving it up. That was a special gift from Bobby Lawson down in Texas. He machined that for me, made that special for Squeaky, so I'm not going to get rid of it. I like the way it feels. It's just a little slick. Thought about knurling it, but I think this tape will do the trick. I think it'll work out. Still looks pretty cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna go make our first shakedown pass. Hope everything goes good. It's hot. Sorry, I keep repeating myself, but it's hot. I think we're gonna head up the staging lanes and get ready to make a pass. See what happens. Turn that camera on before I forget. I hope I remember to charge it. Oh, forgot my. Hopefully won't need my glove. Put this thing on to keep my beard out of my helmet strap. And if I did catch fire, it might save my beard too. Not going fast enough to require all this stuff, but you can never be too safe. That's a good first pass. Finally get a first pass I'm happy with. Didn't notch my AFR, so I'm not worried too much about that. says. Go from there. I think that's probably the happiest I've been with the first pass. It wasn't spectacular, but it was good. I actually paid attention to the tree. I know this guy's in the other lane, he's a bracket racer. Oh well, let's just see what we can do, and actually paid attention to what I was doing there, wasn't all nervous. Finally starting to get my nervousness out of my system. Mostly. There it is. Hello. Let's see. So, if you noticed my burnout, normally I do a third gear burnout. I really don't need the tires super hot, super sticky. I want a little bit of wheel slippage when I'm taking off. I need to be able to mitigate that, something like that. Use some sort of big word. So I left it in second gear for the burnout, just to get the tires cleaned off, get a little heat in them. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do from now on. So, you know, there's no sense of stressing the drivetrain out trying to do that. So we're drifting. There we go. Next thing you know, you're gonna be just on my belly button. But I need to look and see what number we are.
Number 102.
I end up being 102. Showman's already told me we got a little more mile an hour out of that, which staying in third is working out great. I just got to get back. Got to get back everything I may have lost on the first end of it. So 103. Okay. I figured that was probably a high 9-second pass. Mid to high, this is 9.2. That's not bad. 60 foot, 190. Still in the 160 foot reaction time. I was telling him on the way back up the return road on the other cameras that that guy I was up against, a bracket racer. I thought, I'm calm, cool, kind of got my nerves about me. I'm gonna actually try to cut a good tree with this guy. I got a .0556 and he got a .0554 on the reaction time. So I probably couldn't do that again, but I'm gonna start practicing the tree. About got the truck kind of lined out, but anyhow, so yeah, we got a 190 60 foot 9.2 to the 8th at 77.8 mile an hour. That's, I think I have to go through my other time slips, but I'm thinking that's one of our better mile an hours. I think we've only been like 70 to 74, 75.
Well, with just all motor, yeah. Yeah, with just motor. So that's promising. These 410s I think are going to do the trick. Just got to get the short end figured out. And I think we'll be, and the air clears up, I'm thinking we're going to be in the 8s tonight. I know we will. Yeah, confident. Because race truck. You're only 2/10 away.
But the DA is at 4,500 feet. Last time we was here was like 3,500 feet. 63% humidity, 89 degrees. And we got Jacob with Busky Grill Garage showed up. You want to run your truck? Pink slips? Of course, watch mine just.
Mine almost didn't make it here.
Oh.
So.
I don't want to be doing that. I might end up scattering something and he win my truck. All right, we're gonna make another pass. That launch, it kind of hooked a little bit too good with this stick shift stuff. You gotta try to use a little bit of wheel slippage, kind of like an automatic guy would use a torque converter. So we added some air to the tires. Went a little further than what probably needed to. We could always backtrack, but I want to get a little wheel speed on the line so I don't get dead hook. Get that bog out of it. But the numbers weren't bad. So we'll get all suited up. Suited and booted. Might need to wash this thing. It's starting to get a little gamey.
Recording on this camera either. Son of a gun. I forgot to push record on that camera, forgot to push record on this camera. Shellman's camera, the GoPro, he was having problems with it. But, so you didn't get to see the pass from inside the truck, but it was kind of good, a little sideways coming off the line, but I stayed in it. Over revved it a little bit. So we're okay. I'm gonna. And our AFRs are just a touch on the lean side. We're getting close to the lean side. So I might up the jet, the primary, just maybe 1, 2 sizes, something like that. Just stay on the safe side of things. Yeah. Well, I hope Shelman got a good view of that shot, or that run, because I didn't get it from inside. All right. I think since it kind of hooked to the right a little bit, and he let some air out of the passenger side to get it to hook a little bit better, I think. Because we started out at 14. That was just too much. This was a good, I think it was a good hook. It didn't bog. But we were a little sideways. So yeah, we started at 14. I think I went to like 18 or 19. I wanted to go big, so we kind of pull back. So I let a little bit out of the passenger side, put a little jet in the primaries, and make another pass. Okay, so let's see what we done on that one. 102. At 77 miles an hour. We got our 60 foot back, 174. What was that best 60 foot last time we was up here? Was it 174 or 175?
It was 174, 175, something.
I have to look at that, but that may possibly be another personal best on 60 foot. And it wasn't a clean 60 foot either. It was all cattywampus, but we're on to something. We're figuring it out. So my gear change, I was worried that it was gonna really affect my 60 foot. Maybe not a bunch, but we'd have to figure it out. And I think we're getting it figured out. So, yeah, told him on this camera, we're gonna let a little air out of this tire to get some traction on this side, because it's trying to hook that way. Okay. It hit real bad on the burnout. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mile an hour, that's the best mile an hour I think I've had. Mm-hmm. We just looked
and we're right there where we were last time.
Yeah.
With a higher mile an hour.
Yep.
We're seeing what this motor is capable of now.
Yeah, and I actually over revved it, shifting into third. And remember the last time we was here, every time I thought I short shifted, it done better. And so I'm gonna try short shifting on purpose, maybe like 65 or 7. But it was pulling so good, and I was watching the AFRs actually, and it was like right at 13, which is touch, get close to the lean side, and it's going to cool off even more. Yeah, the DA's getting lower, so we'll do that.
make a jet change, tire pressure change, and then make another hit, it's just going to get cooler and cooler. We ain't got the sun. The bad thing about this track at this time of night is if it's clear and sunny, the sun is right in your eyes. You can't see the tree. I know my reaction time wasn't that great because I wasn't paying attention to that. Still less than a second, 178. All right, so we got a little work to do, and then we'll make another pass. Okay, we got our tire pressure changed. We got our jets changed. Went from a 69 to 71 in the primary, just a little bit. Didn't need a whole lot. I want to be on the safe side. So we're going to get ready for another pass. Starting to lose the daylight. Felt consistent with what we've been running. Who knows? I'm hoping to got back in the 8. And I had my cameras on. Still a little squirrely on the jump, but it was manageable. It's not, we'll see what the 60-foot time looks like, but it was a very manageable spin. I may drop just a little more air pressure because the track seems to be getting slicker now. We're making some headway. I wish I made more headway on the big end with this gear change than what we did. But I'm glad we didn't lose much on the start. Okay, let's see what the tail of the tape is. Well, Shellman's pumping his fist at me, so we'll see. Oh, is that all my smoke?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Tell him inside there, you give me a fist pump. So, hope it's okay. It wasn't as squirrely.
It was
Oh,
still,
he has slow-mo of it.
It's still kind of, I'd like to watch that, because honestly I can't remember which way it hooked.
It hooked on the right first.
Again? Yes. I thought that, but it wasn't as bad. It was manual.
Because in the slow-mo you can see this tire spin.
Yeah.
And
I tried to do a little dry hop to see how it was, and I mean, it just...
You might. I mean, Jake.
So a lot of this now is because of suspension. Oh, look at that front tire just leave the ground.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice that. Wheelies don't win races, but man, when you get a truck like this for what it is and you get to jump the line, that's kind of cool. Let's see. New personal best on both 60 foot, and that was I mean, it wasn't a clean 60 foot. It's like, but it's still getting better. A 173 60 foot, shaking, an 887 at 78 mile an hour. So we're gaining, but now I just got to make it connected in the middle. I think, you know, figuring out exactly where to shift. We're in the 8s. I mean, that's a full tenth faster than our last personal best. Yeah. I want to shout out right now to several people. Well, these guys here, they're my local support. Got a bunch of you guys out there that watch this stuff, and a special shout out to Ryan Wing at Streetcar Chronicles. He's been street racing all of his life. I'm just now getting into it, so he has helped me get a lot of this stuff figured out. He's been watching the videos of, you know, under the truck shots. I've been sending him slow-mos of the leave. So, and he's watched this truck from the very beginning. So he's been helping me with ideas and trying to get me to get this thing faster and faster. So big shout out to Ryan Wayne. There's been several others out there that have given suggestions and helped out, but Ryan Wing has been the biggest influence, biggest help getting this truck to where it's at. So thank you again, Ryan. I love you, big buddy. Okay, it's just a little after 8. They were supposed to stay open till 10, but there's pretty much nobody else. So I'm gonna make one more pass, and that might be it. So we'll check the status once we get up there, see what they're doing. But we may only get one more pass.
You gaining anything? Getting better and better?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That last pass was the best pass on road ever. Best 60.
Cool. Take yours, man.
Hey! You guys still close at 10 or you about to wrap it up?
I haven't heard any difference.
Okay. was a good leave. I don't know if it's any better on the time slip, but it left nice and straight. I didn't get up on the two-step like I had been at 6 grand, but it left really good and straight. And I shifted about 7,000 RPM, or I had been shifted about 75, so we'll see. Got staging lanes. He said, as far as he knows, they're still staying open till 10. We may hang out a little bit, let it get a little cooler. Just be listening for last call. And yeah, we may make another pass, just see what happens. Because the it's still humid. It's still warm. But you know, another hour might get a little bit better. So,
got a bracket truck.
It's running consistent. 888. I like it. I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take consistency right now. But we're consistently being fastest we've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 60 foot still 175, 60 foot. I didn't hit the I didn't get it up on the two-step at 6 grand when it was a little softer leave, but it felt it was nice and straight and controlled. So
it was a slower controlled leave, but
yeah, we're still 175. I mean, that's still better than our previous best ever 60 foot at a 177 with the 250 shot nitrous. So 888. 78.84 mile an hour. That's almost the fastest mile an hour I've had. And I shifted where I need to be shifting. So, I mean, other than having better air, I think this is where we're at right now. I really don't see, I mean, we can wait around the guy. I need to get his name. I don't know his name, but I asked him if they're staying open until 10 or shutting it down. He said, hey, I hadn't heard yet, so just we're gonna still make rounds. So I don't know, it's gonna get much cooler. It's still what would this say? That's the cool thing about this app is it gives you humidity's going down, the DA is going down too. 75% humidity and 41, 43 on the DA. We start at 44 on the DA. So where are we at now? 41, 43. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, we're going ahead and get up here in staging lane. Shellman's, he didn't see me, so he's heading back down to the truck. Oh, now he sees me. They're probably going to shut it down here pretty soon. We'll make another pass. I don't think it's going to be much better, but, you know, just another beating. Squeaky's liking these passes. We got some bracket truck, really consistent. appreciate you guys hanging out, watching. Yeah, we'll go see what that time slip says. Get everything loaded up and head home.
That weave was
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah, it's I mean, still somewhat consistent. We had better air, had a decent mile an hour, but it was a 183 60 foot, 904 8 78 mile an hour.
Track wasn't there.
No, I mean, well, we got thunder and lightning and rain coming in, so we're gonna get this thing loaded up and got the scoop backed up, and hopefully we don't get too wet on the way home. But so for right now, it was a fairly consistent pass. We got kind of a bracket truck. We're gonna end it off here. We got fireworks going off. It's great. We got thunder and lightning on this end, fireworks over there, drag strip in the middle. Yeah, it's been a good night. Oh, they got it fired up. Good. Never having issues with that Squarebody again, getting it fired up, get on the trailer. So I think we're done for the night.